Success of the Ice Bucket Challenge has other charities hoping to capture some of the boost in awareness and fundraising that ALS has received during the past few weeks. But can they? We bring in DianeMcNamara, president of Fire It Up PR. And Diane, let's start first with why this campaign in particular has taken off like few we've ever seen before.
Well, it's got all of these perfect elements coming together. It's got the call to action for the public, other than just writing a check. It's got an opportunity for them to do something, create something, and then of course it's narcissism. And sometimes narcissism is good, but it gives people an opportunity to show off online, do something fun, post something fun, and more importantly, to feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. As I call it, to feel like they found their tribe.
Some say this campaign is keeping people from donating to other charities, though. There's only so much to go around, only so much money in the pot.
That's crazy talk. There is more money out there, charitable money, than probably since the Rockefeller days. The rich keep getting richer, and there's plenty. They are also giving in record numbers. But I would say that what's really exciting about this particular campaign is that people who aren't used to giving are figuring out that they can do something like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, but also they're writing checks. So the downside of the campaign for me was people are just sort of silly and pouring ice over their heads and thinking that they were making a difference. The upside of it is that has driven attention to the charity, and they are reaching record numbers of donations this year. So there's an upside and a downside to both of it.
And full disclosure, that is yours truly right there, pouring a bucket of ice water on my head, and I did make a donation.
Yay.
And I know there are a lot of people who want to be involved, though, and I think you touched on that earlier, and that's the big part of this, that people want to be involved, but it's young, it's old, it spans the demographic. You have youngsters who maybe are finding out about philanthropic efforts for the first time. It's a teaching moment. It's
a teaching moment. It's a great moment for parents to help their children understand why they're doing this. But what was missing from the campaign, in my perspective, is that it was great that the charity just let everybody go with it, run with it, use whatever talking points you want, but they didn't create a clear call to action where I could link right to their website and make a clean donation in somebody else's name or in this Ice Bucket Challenge name, whomever challenged me. So there were a few pieces of this that were missing. The big win, though, is that children are thinking about it. People that aren't typically philanthropic are thinking about it. It's very exciting. The downside for me is that this is not a long-term fundraising goal. And I sit on a few boards where I'm responsible for fundraising, and I will say that that's the dangerous part of it, Ock.
Right.
The charities have to be thinking about long-term. So take, for instance, the kettles at Christmas, the Salvation Army. That was a similar effort in that it gave people that feel-good feeling, an instant sort of high. They could put $1 in, or 10 or 20, and they knew they were making a difference, and it felt very nostalgic and fun. That has created hundreds of millions since 1891 when that started. This Ice Bucket Challenge isn't going to be around. I think it's jumped the shark, to be honest with you. So other charities need to be thinking about what can we do that's more long-term and not so immediate.
Interesting perspective, but you know they're thinking long and hard about how they can be as successful as what we have seen play out time after time on social media and on television as well. DianeMcNamara, president of Fire It Up PR. Always good to see you. Thanks.
You too. Thank you.